What's up everybody, Brian here. Thank you for joining me in the Gecko Lab. This is your weekly hatchling report. Alright guys, I've got some awesome geckos to show off to you today. A handful of holdbacks and grow outs that I photographed that I really want to share with you guys. But a few things before we get to the geckos. First of all, I wanted to show you this. You'll notice it hanging on the wall behind me from now on. This awesome red-eye tree frog picture. I picked this up in Belize. I bought it from a local artist down there. This guy actually does some amazing wood carvings. I am gonna get some video next time I'm down there of this guy's wood carving work he does. He carves it all from ironwood. It's this beautiful two-tone hardwood that they get from the coastal swamp regions. Absolutely incredible artwork this guy does. I picked up one of his paintings. I was down there last weekend actually. I was down there for business, but I can't really tell you why yet. Just rest assured there's some really excited things coming. Other things I wanted to get to. I've had a lot of people recently hitting me up and saying, hey, why don't you start a Patreon? It would be awesome if you started a Patreon and could offer different perks and more stuff for us. So it's something that I kind of had in the back of my head, but I never really made any solid plans for that. Now I'm starting to consider. I'd like your guys' feedback on it. I've thought about starting a Patreon with just a couple different commitment levels, offering different things, you know, shout outs and videos. A couple things I thought I'd like gift bags, like stickers and other kind of, you know, really neat basic merch that I could give away with that. Something to do with like answering people's questions or one-on-one video chats at some point. I thought about doing like early access to sales. When I put geckos up for sale, you could get first pics of it. I'm not real sure, maybe like starting a Discord, that would be part of it. I don't really know for sure yet if I'll do it or what the different perks would be, but it's something I wanted to throw out to get your feedback on. It's something I've had a lot of people ask for that I am considering. Another idea that I've been considering that I really want to do, it's just a matter of making the scheduling work because my life is pretty hectic. I want to do a live chat here on YouTube, like a live video. The way I'm thinking of it is I'd put a post on like my Instagram and Facebook pages the night before. So like say it was a Wednesday live chat, Tuesday I would put a Instagram post up and then you guys could comment with questions you want me to answer. And then the next day I'll do a live Facebook video where I'd go through and answer like the top 10 questions on that or something, and then interact with you guys in the chat, and you guys could ask me other questions as we go through the live chat as well, and making that a weekly or semi-weekly thing, something like that. I've thought that might be a good idea too. That's something that I would really like to do, to be able to interact with you guys more than just like me talking to this camera that doesn't talk back and then reading a few comments after the video goes live. I'd like to get more interaction. So that's an idea that I've had. I'm also, soon, this one's a bit more down the road, but soon I'm gonna be starting a new YouTube channel. Me and my wife together are gonna start a more travel-based channel. We are excited to get to traveling again, and I am looking to expand my world, both literally and figuratively. So we wanna start a channel for my travel videos, adventure stuff, hotel reviews, travel reviews, all that kind of stuff. I want to do more and more of that now that I'm able to travel again, and put that all on a channel that me and my wife are going to run. So we are actually going to Costa Rica in 2 weeks, 2 Fridays from now. I am heading out to Costa Rica for a week with my wife. We are going to spend some time trekking through the jungle, jumping off of waterfalls, hiking through the cloud forest, searching for frogs and birds and snakes, and of course, soaking in the beautiful hot springs. It's going to be an amazing time. We're going to do a lot of filming while we're there to share that with you guys, and I'm thinking a lot of that's going to go on a new channel that me and my wife are going to start together. So more about all of that to come, guys, but just so you know, I got a lot of things in the works. My life is already so busy I can barely handle it, but I got a lot more I want to do, and I'm going to make it work somehow. So please stay tuned. Give me your thoughts about it all in the comments section, and let's get into these geckos. Alright guys, like I said, I've got a really nice handful of grow outs to show you today. We are going to kick it off with this beautiful Inkspot Super Dal. Check this girl out. I absolutely love the way she has the really light base color, those big black spots, and then all those red spots sprinkled through there. Just all those red spots peppered in. Just gorgeous. I love this girl. I've been super high on ink spots lately. As you know, I've got Chunky Monkey growing up. I don't usually highlight individual gecko breeders. That's just Not something I've ever done like other breeders do, but Chunky Monkey is definitely one you're going to hear a lot about over the next few years. And I've been holding back a lot of Ink Spot girls to build a solid breeding group for him. So I think this girl very likely might get paired up with Chunky Monkey. I just absolutely love all of her red speckling in with her big black spots. Just gorgeous. I'm super excited to see her get older and what her offspring are going to look like. After her, I wanted to show off this guy just because his lateral stripe is so crisp. I love this guy. He's a C2 pinstripe, a quad stripe actually, of course, and you can just see how thick and perfect that lateral line is. These just take me back to like the late 2000s, early 2010s when I was first really building my breeding business. These were like top of the line, man. If you could get a quad stripe with a lateral line that thick, it was like that was the cream of the crop back then, and they still just hold a special place for me. They're such good looking geckos. I absolutely love that guy, so he was one I definitely wanted to show off. After that, mostly this picture just makes me laugh. I was snapping some pictures of some holdbacks and I happened to get this girl with her tongue out, and it just shows how long geckos' tongues are. A lot of people don't really realize that because you don't really see it too often, but if you ever watch your gecko eat, you'll know that their tongues are actually really long compared to the size of their heads. This one, of course, a beautiful red pinstripe, but mainly wanted to show it off because it was such a great shot of her tongue fully extended. Of course, they need long tongues because they have to be able to eat and, of course, lick their eyes to clean their eyes off. So their tongues are very useful, like multi-purpose tools for them. But I thought it was really neat how you could see her teeth and her tongue in this picture. Just a really cool shot. Had to share that one with you guys. After that, I had this boy. Not like the fanciest gecko, but something about his colors I really liked. He's not that dark black color that a lot of people brag about with their extreme Harlequins. He's more of a dark brown, and then his pattern isn't the bright white color that a lot of people brag about. That's what you see is the most popular, the dark black base with a bright white patterning. And this guy's like a dark brown, almost like a really muddy tan color with bright yellow markings. I just really liked the way it looked. I think it's a really unique gecko. It's different than a lot of the extreme Harlequins you see featured from a lot of breeders these days. I thought it was really cool. I really like the way, like his whole neck right here is almost all base color, and then as you move back, it's real busy color. A lot of times this whole area is the pattern color, and then just a little bit of the base color. Just thought it was a unique gecko I wanted to share with you guys there. After that, I've got two shots of this guy. Beautiful lily white, very similar to one I showed off in my last hatchling report. So bright, he just blends in with the paper towel. Great pattern coverage, absolutely beautiful eyes. Couple Dalmatian spots sprinkled in there, which some people take as a downside. I kind of like the accent. I think it's neat looking. Just a really crisp, clean gecko. I really like how their toes are white with the orange, and then the really dark tips, almost like they're wearing like fingerless gloves. Such a cool look. Beautiful. I just love high pattern lily whites. Absolutely beautiful gecko. And then, of course, the last one I was going to show you today is this Axanthic. This is what I've come to call like a classic Axanthic, because now we're getting into all kinds of different variations of the Axanthic project, right? You've got Axanthic pinstripes working on Axanthic super Dalmatians. You've got the really dark base color Axanthics, and then the really light, almost white base color Axanthics. So this one I've started to call like a classic Axanthic is how I refer to it. These ones almost look purple. I really like how this guy, like under his arms, they're almost like they're translucent, and it makes them like a purplish color, or sometimes it looks bluish. I really like these. I think they're just absolutely gorgeous geckos. Of course, I'm super crazy about the Axanthic, so I think they're all gorgeous. That's my lineup of hatchlings to show you. Well, not hatchlings, they're older than hatchlings, but beautiful grow outs to show off with you guys today. So please let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. I have my suspicions on what the most popular one is going to be, but I want to know. Let me know down below which one's your favorite. Also, let me know about all my ideas I went on about in the beginning. What do you think of that? What would you like me to see if I kind of brought new things into this, expanded a little bit. What would you like me to put my effort towards to? I would like more ideas. I'm excited about all of this. So thank you guys so much as always for watching. I appreciate it. I am Brian with Altitude Exotics. That's altitudeexotics.com/AEGeckos on Facebook and Instagram. Please give me a follow everywhere. New geckos for sale every Friday night. I appreciate it. As always, be safe, be kind, and I will see you guys soon.